Yes. We're back. College football is back. Real teams are back. Ohio State is back, and they're leading off the opener. D'Anthony. Finally, I feel like I can breathe again. Oh, God.
That kid that's not going to play football for them this year because he's a high school kid is just signed a $1.4 million deal.
He deserves every single cent of it. Do we have photos to show of that kid? It's crazy. Giorgio, he's got on the 40-second delay there. Pull up Quinn Ewers. Just a picture of this stallion and tell me he isn't the future of the world. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Future of the world, this kid. I swear to God, I know he's the number one, pick or talent or whatever the fuck you're calling it in the nation, but look at this glorious motherfucker right there, dude. A dyed blonde mullets, the pride of Texas, number one quarterback, and now he's at Ohio State, and he just got $1.4 million. Only 17 years old. And I will say this. His coach had a very, very good statement about him leaving because they were favored to win the state title here in Texas, which is a big deal.
Right.
And the coach said, look, man, if he can go and make money and Texas isn't allowing it, God bless him. We got to move on with our program, obviously, and try to figure it out and try to win a state title. But I don't know if you're watching this at home, watching all of this unfold today, with this kid in particular, how do you tell your 17-year-old not to leave senior year to get $1.4 million? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why would you stay? If all things being equal, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, look, I have two sons, and I think about like my senior year and all that stuff and how special it was to me. Still isn't as special as $1.4 million in my bank account because
I don't remember anything that happened my senior year of high school because I was fucked up the whole time. I could have been a lot more fucked up with $1.4 million. I mean, I feel like between the ages of 16 and 22, the least you can remember, the better.
Yeah.
That's the goal then, right?
Yeah.
As a 17-year-old, all you want to do is go fuck college girls, and I think that becomes quite a bit more plausible with $1.4 million.
Not only is he famous, but now he has $1.4 million.
Wait, what's the age of consent in Ohio?
I don't know.
Look it up because if it's, I mean, I guess
I was only hitting 18, so I never really checked.
Yeah, when does he turn 18?
That's a great question. It's a great question, yeah.
Yeah, someone.
If a girl has sex,
the age of consent in Ohio is 16, so I guess none of this fucking matters.
There you go, Quinn.
What's the age of consent if you're related to the person, though? Because that's the age of consent in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, 8. I don't know. What the fuck are those kids doing?
Yeah, I think this picture shows that he needs that $1.4 million.
Ooh.
He's a kid, though.
Better when he's in action, for sure. Maybe he should just carry a football around and throw it.
That looks like a mugshot. Did he get arrested?
Nope, it's his commitment photo to Ohio State.
Yeah, he should commit to washing his fucking face.
Yeah. Commit to getting rid of that acne.
So this is the first game we're going to talk about?
No.
Because this spread is stupid.
It is not. It is not the first game we're going to talk about, actually.
Okay.
Because there is one on an hour earlier, of a ranked team. Now,
no, there's two on before that.
But that's right. 2 ranked teams on an hour and then a half hour before this. But all of our bets are on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles your deposits for anybody new to the program here. And my God, dude, I don't fucking miss. I had 3 out of 4 last weekend. Great weekend to start off with, and those were shitty teams. So I feel really positive going into these games.
Well, I mean, the first game, the Citadel Coastal Carolina, nobody's going to fucking bet on that because Coastal Carolina's put together a pretty good program, and the Citadel may as well be playing with toddlers.
There's no spread.
No, there's not going to be a spread. On that game.
Citadel is FBS. They're not even Division I school.
Yeah,
I mean, speak for yourself, though. No one's going to bet this game.
Do you have a spread? I don't have a spread.
I can find it. I thought I saw around like 35.
Boy.
Why? Let's move on because I don't care about any of this.
I don't think there is in the when you play an FBS school. I believe there is no spread.
There is. It's usually under a different tab.
I see. Yeah. Weaver State at Utah.
That's
the 6 or 7:30 Eastern game.
Not going to be watching that.
No, I'm not going to watch it, but I probably will bet on this if a spread shows up. I'm not seeing one yet.
No, not seeing one yet. And by the way, for the same reason. That's an FBS school.
Oh, God damn it.
Against Utah. And look, typically most college programs do play a fucking cupcake week one, and this is kind of what you get. This is a new year for Ohio State. We are the 8 o'clock game, and this is not traditionally every year it's on ESPN. This is not on ESPN this year. This is on Fox. This is on primetime. So no wonder they picked Ohio State. The ratings for Ohio State games are always through the fucking roof, but the issue I have with it as a fan is like now Fox has 6 games now for Ohio State this year.
Yeah.
It's half the fucking schedule. I mean, they're not getting any money from Fox. So it's not like the Big Ten gets any money.
Yeah, I don't know how that works with Ohio State. I don't know if they get, I mean, you can't, they own the television rights to their games. So Ohio State would get paid. I don't think the Big Ten would, though, right?
I don't know.
Because their deal is the Big Ten deal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
That sucks. But fuck the Big Ten. I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah.
They're not going to exist much longer anyways.
They will, but they're just going to get other teams, pick off other teams.
Why would it be the Big Ten over the ACC or whomever else?
Well, so I don't think they're going to join with the ACC. What I think they're going to do is pick off other teams within it. So the rumor is Iowa State is probably going to go there in Kansas. That will go to the Big Ten and kind of fill that out. ACC will try to pick up Notre Dame.
Those two teams suck.
Who?
Well, Iowa State's okay. Kansas is borderline, right?
Well, Kansas is a terrible football team, right? That's where coaches go to die.
But are they going to bring them over in basketball as well?
Yes. So that's the plus, right? Because Kansas is always competing for a title there.
I don't know if you can make that move if you're the AD, or the director of the Big Ten. I mean, you're giving up instead of trying to build a bigger football conference, which is where the vast majority of your money comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck how good those two teams are in basketball.
Right.
They're not bringing a huge amount of money into your fucking conference. Not anywhere near like a good football team would.
No,
even close.
But Iowa State is pretty good in football. And look,
yeah.
Kansas, they do compete for titles in basketball, and you've already got Ohio State, Michigan, the other tried and true. So
yeah,
I think it's fine, and I don't mind the move. The only thing I mind it, because this happened with fucking Maryland, right? Maryland moved over to the Big Ten from the ACC, and same thing, shitty football team, but a great basketball team. So you're right. It doesn't bring as much money in there, but Kansas, God, their football team is atrocious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, if the SEC is going to continue making moves to strengthen their football program or their football team, mm-hmm. that means they're also going to be gaining more revenue, right? I mean, if you feel like you're in competition with the other football conferences, and you fucking should feel like that, because that's at least up to this point where the major TV contracts and a lot of the revenue are coming from through the conference. If you're the conference and you're bringing in weak assets instead of strong assets right now, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas is going to be. They're going to make the SEC a fuck ton of money, and Oklahoma is going to make the SEC a fuck ton of money.
They are. I don't know how good Texas is.
It doesn't matter, man. These fans here are delusional.
Yeah, that's true. Jesus Christ, man. I got into it with a couple Texas fans who were like, man, it's Bijan Robinson. I was like, I don't even think you're going to win the first game.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll be there with my kids.
What is it, 6.5 on that game?
No, I get it at 9.5, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Let me pop on over to Drinkin Bros Sports. If you are not subscribed to the Facebook group, you should. And I'm going to go ahead and say, look, kids, the predictions are in here. You don't want to miss it, because these bets I don't miss on, starting with Ohio State. That is a team that is not playing somebody from the FBS. So there is an actual spread on this. Now, I told you to bet this 3 weeks ago, a month ago, Dan. I think we looked at this. I went all in, and I posted it in Drinkin Bros Sports.
I probably would have taken this at 17.5.
So I took it at 13.5 is where I got it. That's where I got it in. And at the time, because I bet so early, the max bet was 500. I'm going to put a little more on that, obviously, coming up on this. I don't know where they came up with 13.5. I know people are high on the quarterback of Minnesota, but dude, this CJ Stroud kid for Ohio State is a fucking killer. And they brought back everybody, including the best wide receivers in the nation. I mean, you have Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. I don't know why Chris Olave came back. He was a top 15 pick. That shocked all of us. And then the running backs are stacked. I don't see how this is even a fucking close game.
Well, it's
in Minnesota.
Yeah, my bookie's got it at 14 now.
Yes, so it has gone up from 13.5 to 14.
But
Everybody's
still,
betting Ohio State.
That's too low. I mean, it's so the over/under is 63.5, and the spread is 14. That is a 39-24 game. You don't think Ohio State's going to score 40?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's crazy.
Like maybe Minnesota scores more than 24. I doubt it. Honestly, I see this as like a 42-22 game or something like that. I mean, it's Ohio State is, for whatever reason, despite the huge names that come through their defensive programs all the time, people just fucking sleep on that defense all the time. They are really, really good.
Yes, and for that reason, look, Ohio State minus 13.5 is what I've already bet, so that's in. The over-under was not out, though, when we bet, so I'm seeing this for the first time at 63.5 here, and I'm with you, Dan. Ohio State probably scores 42 on their own, so even at a 42-21 game, that's kind of, I'm assuming that's where Vegas thinks this is. Right, 42-21. Therefore, the extra half a point is.
I mean, with a 14-point spread of 63.5, it is a 38.75 point game to 24.75 game.
Right.
So it's either going to be 39-24 or 38-25.
Right.
That's what Vegas is predicting.
I'm going to take the over on this,
Yeah,
I'm going to hammer it. I'm also going to put both of these in a 6-point teaser that night, and probably throw a little ride along here with Delco Dan on UCF and Boise and a 6-point teaser as well, just because we are doing a live watch for his shitty school too. So, that's where I'm at on this.
Won't be able to talk about my school after this week, unfortunately.
Because they'll be in the top 25. That'll be all on us. Look, that 6-point teaser will drop this down to 8 and then drop this over under down to 57.5. All over that, and I cannot wait to bet that. There is a night game. Southern Utah, Dan, is playing Arizona State. Love the ladies at Arizona State. Let's face it. That's why they're even putting this game on television. So for the cutaways, Southern Utah is already 0-1. I don't know how they've already played a game so far, but they
were in week 0.
Yeah, which is weird.
They lost to San Jose State 45-14. And that's why against Arizona State, who has they've got a coach you may have heard of. What's his name?
Herm.
So they look like they may be turning their program around. We'll see. You're not going to get a bet in on this. This one, I think you might. Some of those other FBS games, you might find a bet on. I'm not sure you're going to see one on this one.
I'm not either, man.
This might be like a 70-0 game or some shit like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you think, Delco, on this Arizona State Southern Utah game? Do you think we'll even see a spread?
Well, here's the thing, real quick before you answer, Delco. I know my bookie a couple hours before the game will put up numbers for these FBS schools,
but they're ridiculous.
Oh, they're like it's like 55 points.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Arizona State's going to roll here.
them.
They'll probably score 70 points. Shittin' Daniels will throw for like 5 touchdowns, run for 100 yards or whatever. He'll be out by like the second half, so we'll see. I mean,
that's a
they
good
probably won't
point,
score.
actually. That kid is – I haven't seen him talked about very much, but he could be a dark horse for Heisman just because the Pac-12 sucks. Dude.
Sucks, yeah.
And if he's going out there throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns every game –
who knows?
It's still a Power 5 conference.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not like these teams, even when they're good, there's always at least one game during the year. Like even when Oregon's good, they always go out and like just like fucking do something stupid in a game, right?
Right.
And fuck it all up. This would be interesting. It would be really funny to see.
Yeah, the other part about this is you and I don't know if you remember this, dude. 3 years ago, before COVID, whatever that season was before COVID, you and I bet on the Alabama Citadel game because it was last.
It was like 46 points.
Dude, it was
48.
50. Yeah, it was 50.
Yeah,
51 points. That's the highest spread I've ever seen. We not only did we take that, but we put it in a 6-point teaser and it got it up to like 57. And the Citadel was up at halftime. It was like 10-3, and we were like, "Oh shit, this is awesome!" And they covered. So look out if this is a monstrous spread. Like Delco says, this quarterback will probably be out at halftime, maybe midway through the third. If this is a monstrous spread, look out on that. They did score some points against San Jose State, so it might be worth a little peek-sees later on in the evening on Thursday, especially if you're desperate and you don't take our picks and you end up losing some money. Look at that one to kind of clean up. Friday nights, fun fucking game, dude. I love a good Friday night game like this. I don't know why it's at 6 o'clock Eastern. It's a weird time for me.
Especially since it's on the East Coast.
Yes, and it's the only game for a ranked team on Friday night.
And it's the hottest time in the fucking year in Virginia and
Yes.
North Carolina, man.
Yeah.
Why would they do this?
So we got North Carolina, UNC.
Wait, it's on ESPN? That's
It
got
is.
to be, what? There's no,
6 o'clock.
Is it because there's boxing Friday night on ESPN or some shit?
I think
What
they,
is it?
yeah, I think they got their after dark bullshit.
God damn it, that's stupid.
Dumb, and nobody watches that shit. Nobody watches those fights on.
Now, this is actually a good game. I mean,
great game. I'm all in on this.
I don't
this is
know.
UNC at -5.5.
Yeah, I don't know
at
if
Virginia Tech.
I don't know if I believe in this -5.5.
I don't either. I'm pounding fucking North Carolina. I love this quarterback. This Howell kid to me is the dark horse to win the Heisman.
You don't fear Sandstorm?
Nope. No. If that shooter was back, that Asian kid for Virginia Tech, then I would be afraid of this thing. I don't give a shit about this team.
The over under 64. The spread is 5.5, so that is 34 to 20, or a 34 to 30 game, or a 35 to 29 game. I don't, man. I don't know if North Carolina gives up that many points. To be honest,
No.
Like that defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked at the quarterback as much as you guys have, but I did.
I'm not touching the over under in this game. However, I am hammering UNC -5.5.
I think it's like a fucking. I think I'm going to take the under, and I think I'm going to take for sure. I'm going to take North Carolina -5.5.
Yep. I'm all in on that, and that's a fun bet for the weekend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to watching that kid play again. It's my dark horse for the Heisman, and tickets are cheap. Actually, surprisingly, look, go to drinkinbrostickets.com. Get your tickets about $10 cheaper than StubHub. Every concert, sporting event, college, pro, you name it, we have it. It's fine. But tickets are as low as $55 for this game. This is a great game. Why the fuck are you not amped up Virginia Tech wise to go out and watch this? I guess because it's 6 and you're going to be 1,000 degrees maybe.
Yeah.
But shit,
Yeah.
$55 ticket.
Yeah.
Go. Next up, we got Oklahoma. This is against Tulane. I believe this game has been moved to Norman, Oklahoma because of Hurricane Ida.
Cowards.
There's no power. In,
What do you need
New
power
Orleans.
for? Back the trucks up, turn the goddamn lights on. Let's get this thing going.
Well, they're playing a noon game in Norman, so the tickets. Hey, if you're an Oklahoma fan, at drinkinbrostickets.com, $47 tickets right now. This is Oklahoma -31.5 here. That is a big boy number for the number 2 team in the nation. They're expecting a lot out of Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Over under is my favorite, 69.
Yeah, I'm taking the over in this game.
Woof.
But I'm not giving them 31.5. I don't know how. Does Oklahoma even play fucking defense?
They do.
God damn it. No, they don't. Stop
Grinch is
saying
great.
fucking Grinch, dude. He
Grinch
sucks.
is good. No, he's not.
Ohio State fired him. He was terrible.
He's made Oklahoma's defense improve every year he's been there.
Yeah, well, look at the improvement of the Big 12 defense all the way down the fucking list there. They fucking blow.
Let's see. Who did they play that had good offenses? I mean, that game with Texas was like 15 overtimes. You can't really look at that.
No.
I mean, they didn't give up a whole lot of points last year.
No. I think I'm going to stick with, I'll probably bet the over on this. I'm with you, 31.5. They should do it if they're as good as advertised, but that last minute switch, this will be on ABC, by the way. That last minute switch on Saturday for a noon game, that's got to be nice for them. That's fun. Maybe a 6-point teaser down to 63. I'll take that over under down. I'm not going to touch the 31.5 yet. I want to see this kid. I want to see the improvements in him from last year. The last 4 games, he looked great.
Tulane sucks.
Yeah.
No. They're solid.
They're okay. They're good
Willie
enough.
Fritz has the boys rolling, the green wave.
Yeah,
they run a stupid offense,
What
too.
are you talking about?
They run a really
They
dumb
run
offense.
a crazy
No,
offense.
I know. I got that part. But anytime they play a team that has any talent at all, they get beat.
So let me ask you this.
Oh, yeah. They're going to lose.
Delco, are you taking the 31.5 for Tulane then? It's close, right?
If they're at home.
I was, yeah, exactly. I was on the fence if they were at home. Now that it's in Norman, I don't know. Therefore, I will probably just stick to the over under 63 with that 6-point teaser and bring it down.
Also, are they motivated because of the storm, or are they kind of trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to do when they get back home?
Well, when your team name is the Green Wave and you just had one nuke your city, I would say yes, but I'm no scientist. Never pretended to be. Pretended to be a doctor once and a police officer, but whatever. Next up, D'Anthony's alma mater, Penn State against Wisconsin. This is a great fucking game, week 1. Jesus Christ, that's shocking.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a huge game. Penn State's number 19, Wisconsin's number 12. Boy, coming out of the gates, that is a fucking schedule, dog. Minus 5.5 for whiskey. Grab the whiskey. Who you got, D'Anthony? Tough one, right?
Yeah, I mean,
This is a one-score game, I think.
I never know where Wisconsin's going to be offensively. It's just
Same.
It's just so weird with those guys.
I know.
And to be honest, Penn State over the last 5 seasons have been one of the streakiest Power 5 teams in all of college football.
Yep.
I mean, it's they lose games they shouldn't. They win games they shouldn't. I don't think they're going to win this one though. I think Wisconsin's defense is fucking brutal.
Yep.
I mean, it is rough to score against them, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, we say this all the time about the relationship between offense and defense. It doesn't matter how good your defense is if you expose them to like 75 fucking snaps a game. You know what I mean? You're gonna get hammered at some point. So we'll see. I would say the over under of 50 is pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, because I mean, look, it's so hard because defensively, Wisconsin's pretty good. Penn State is always pretty good defensively too. So if you're over under 50, you're looking at a 28-24 game to cover that 50 points. And what was the score though? The Illinois-Nebraska game, I don't think they covered the over.
I think it hit for sure. Illinois scored. Let me check.
No, I think it was like 30-14 or no, there was a late TD that got him up to like in the 50s. So yeah, you're right around that, which is fucking tough for these goddamn teams because they're not sexy. These are grind them out games. This is exactly what this is going to be. You're not going to see some fun fucking shootout where a quarterback's throwing 6 TDs a game. I am actually going to lay off this game. I think Wisconsin wins. But I think it is a one-score game, and it could come down to the last possession, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin gets the points for being in Camp Randall, which is loud as fuck, right? I mean, it's pretty rough. It's a rough place to play there, but Penn State knows what it's like to play in a place where it's rough to play, so I'm not sure that rattles a team like that.
Right.
But this is it's not the rivalry game, but this is a big rivalry for these guys.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's a Big Ten in-conference game, first game out. I mean, like you're still trying to work out the jitters and the new kids that are in there.
A 27-22 game makes sense to me.
Yeah,
to be honest, but that's still outside of the 5.5. I'll take the points. I'll take Penn State with the points on this, just for the hell of it.
Just for the hell of it. Yeah. I'm actually going to sit this one out, I think. I don't think I'm going to put any money on this. It's too tough for me to call.
Yeah.
Look, heart tells me Wisconsin wins by a touchdown, but I think it'll come down to the last possession, and either Franklin will choke it away like he did it against Ohio State, and 4th and 5 up the middle, something like that. But there's too many great games to bet on that I don't want to hem and haw over this when I don't know. Tickets are going for $37 right now. So if you're in Camp Randall, have fun. Fox is going to be there as well. So the morning show is going to be there hyping up the crowd, and then that show will lead into this. So it's going to be a blast. I'm definitely watching this game, and as a fan, and probably the dirtbag in me behind the scenes, like not in public, will probably bet this game and probably put money on Wisconsin. But I'm not going to tell you to lose your money on this game because it's too close. Next up, we got Oregon against Fresno State. Now, I'm going to watch this game because Ohio State plays them week 2, and I want to see what this Oregon team is. Delco Dan has said they have an explosive offense, and it could be great.
I said they have a lot of talent, and they also have a good defense this year.
Fuck them. 20.5 is the spread here against Fresno State. Fresno State is 1-0. So they are 1-0, and they have played. 20.5. You know my rules on this show.
Yeah, we don't bet on Oregon.
Or the Trap 12.
I'll bet on Pac-12. I'm betting on Arizona State, right?
Do we just
kidding.
Adopt all the Pac-12 then for the outside the top 25?
Well, you might have to because I don't.
I'll gladly
we never
take
do
Oregon.
it. Trap 12 games, I never fucking do, and they never pan out. You weren't here, Delco, but my hair was Giorgio blonde because of an Oregon bet.
Pac-12 after dark. That's like your money back.
Prefontaine. No, it's not. It's where people go to die and then you lose your money. So, look, Should Oregon win? Yeah, if you're 11 in the nation, you should win by 3 scores. But let's face it never works out like that for those fuckers. So we'll find out. Next game up. Ooh, they moved it down to the 3:30 game. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
this was going to be a night game.
It's at Mercedes-Benz, too. I don't know why they did that.
Because that Georgia-Clemson game was too big. You know, this was going to be an 8 o'clock game. They moved it down to 3:30. Smart for ratings. Chick-fil-A. This is the Chick-fil-A kickoff game. It's never at 3:30. This is Alabama against Miami. This spread has jumped a lot. Now, if you listen to the show 3 or 4 weeks ago when we were going over the odds here, it was 18 3 or 4 weeks ago. It is now up to 19.5 for Alabama. So everybody's throwing money on Alabama.
Yeah, because there's no fucking way Miami is staying in this game, man. Give me a fucking break. People have, I don't know what, it's like a childhood bias. Like people think the Yankees are good now, but if they were shitty like 2 years, I mean, right now they're kind of they're underperforming, right?
Right.
It's weird to think of certain teams being really like. It's weird to think of certain teams being really good.
Right. Right.
And I feel like it's weird to think after our childhoods of the Miami Hurricanes or Florida State being kind of overrated, shitty franchises, if you want to call them that, right? And that's exactly what they are. Fuck these guys. Alabama is going to light their ass up. I mean, they're going to win by 20, I think. I mean, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is Miami going to do?
I know.
Alabama is like, it's like you're in a race. Right, and they've got like a goddamn Testarossa Ferrari, and you're driving in a fucking grocery cart or some shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, I'm all in on Bama on this one. 3 scores is easy, and look, you probably want to get this now before this jumps above 21. For real, dude. But I'm taking Bama on this one. Jay Wilson just gave us $5. He said, "Get Ross some milk and cookies." Goddamn right. Join us tomorrow night too.
You might want to take that over 61.5 too.
Yes. That over looks sexy. The Bama looks sexy. I'm in. I heard that's who was it? Bryce Love, Young. Bryce Love was the Bryce Young. They love him there. Everything in camp. The 2 most talked about great camp quarterbacks so far have been him and C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. I'm amped to see this kid play. And I'm all in on Bama on this one. I think you're fine here.
It's a 41.
Tickets are relatively cheap for Bama too. That's because it's a 2-hour drive from Tuscaloosa to Atlanta.
Alabama wins this game 41-21, and they beat the spread and the over in the game. You think that's likely for Alabama to win this game 41-21? It absolutely is,
yes,
right?
100%.
So what the fuck?
I don't know.
That seems really the over under. I can understand the line because it's the first week and you don't want to give somebody too much credit. And the first week of college football is usually fucking haywire. Not as bad as the NFL is. I mean, the way they set the lines, the first like 2 weeks of the NFL is retarded.
I love it.
I mean, you can make a lot of money.
I love it.
But usually they get it a little better here. I think this is close, but the over under is weird to me.
It is. So I'm taking both in this one, and I'm all in Roll Tide for all you fucks out there. Tickets are $100. So if you're in Atlanta, man, great stadium. It's one of our favorites. Check it out. It's only $100 for Bama versus Miami. Because that De'Aaron King guy will he'll rip off a couple touchdowns at least. So I'm fine with that. Come on.
Miami might score 3 points this game.
I can't even hear that take. Actually, I can't hear.
Why not?
It's dumb. It's absolutely
not really
dumb.
Do you remember a few years ago when Alabama played USC and just rolled them like 60-3?
It's a Pac-12 team though, so I can't hear it. Can't hear it at all.
Miami sucks.
I understand they suck and they will get beat bad. However, that second half,
I think they'll score 18 to 21 points.
So do I. I've got them at 20. I've got Miami for 20 points.
It's an early statement game. I don't know. Alabama might try to put something down.
We'll find out. Look,
Saban pulls out that dick early.
I get it, man. But look,
yeah, but he usually pulls it out on offense. I mean, look, I think he took advantage of that LSU game a couple years ago to drive them into the ground and but he paid for that the next year, didn't he? I don't know. There's no point in the first game of the season going out and playing your defensive starters into the fourth quarter when you're up by 20 points.
Yeah, I'm all in on this.
Or in that case, it would be 30 points, and they would just be scoring garbage time.
Yeah, and I like the over more than I like the fucking spread. So yeah, I'm in. Next up, we got Miami of Ohio against Cincinnati. Look, it's Cincinnati minus 22.5. For whatever reason, Dan and I have been doing this show, I think 4 years at this point. For whatever reason, there is always a weird team that I get a feeling on, and I bet all year long, and they fucking win, dude. That team for me was Cincinnati the last couple years. I don't know why, but they always fucking won for me, and this minus 22.5, I am in. Cincinnati is fucking great, and if you're looking for a dark horse to make the CFP, that 4th spot, just in case shit goes down with Georgia and Alabama, because there's a few people out there that are saying Bama's going to lose a couple games this year. I think they're going to be in some trouble for that Texas A&M game. But Cincinnati, that's the team if you're looking for an outsider, to me personally, to sneak in there, and I'm going to take Cincinnati in this game.
I don't know. I mean, Cincinnati will definitely. I think they'll certainly win. I feel like they'll cover as well. But week 3 they play Indiana, and then week 4 they play Notre Dame. Now look, these aren't powerhouse teams or anything like that, but those are fucking tough teams to play.
They are, and it'll tell you if they are good enough for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if they win those 2 games, they may go to the college football playoff. They might be a top 4 team because
that's what I'm saying.
They don't play anybody after that.
No, and you can at least hang your hat on those 2 wins.
Yeah, I mean, they play Central Florida.
Oh God, don't say UCF, dude. That is not a fucking.
And they play Navy too. I mean, look, Navy can fuck around and win against a good team from time to time, but not if they're legit top 4, right?
No.
So we'll see.
That Desmond Ridder kid, dude, is back for his senior year. He's fucking great for Cincinnati. I loved watching him play.
Not even the best quarterback in the conference.
Who is?
Dylan Gabriel.
For
UCF.
God damn it, dude.
32
Honestly,
touchdowns, 4 interceptions last year.
It's the homerness inside of you right now is fucking crazy. I'm all in on Ridder. I'm betting this game at 22.5. I'm going to take it as 6-point teaser as well. Cincinnati, dude, is that team this year, and watch out. If you're Notre Dame, watch the fuck out, because I think Ian Book's gone. So I don't know who's there for
Jake
Notre
Cohen
Dame.
from Wisconsin.
I liked him. He was good. Shit. I don't want to like Notre Dame. I don't want to fucking have to bet on Notre Dame. That might force me to bet on a Notre Dame game this year. Motherfucker. I didn't know he transferred there. Huh. He was fucking good, man.
Also, Cincinnati's defensive coordinator went to Notre Dame.
Okay. Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
They play each other.
Yeah, they play each other, so they'll know the scheme and everything.
I see.
All right.
I'm not betting on this game because I don't give 2 fucks about either one of these teams. I do think it's interesting, though, that I think this game is interesting to see how Cincinnati performs, and I think the next game, Indiana-Iowa, is really interesting, too.
Boy.
Because there might not be 2 more evenly matched teams, and it's kind of the same team.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's very bizarre. You don't really run into this in college football too much, where it's the exact same team playing each other, and they're close, they're commensurate in talent level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if this is – look, it's Iowa -3, so who the fuck knows?
And when they do this, by the way, at home, when they put it at -3, that means it's a fucking pick'em game.
Especially if it's the home team getting 3.
And it's always the home team getting 3 because it's a pick'em game and they don't really know. Penix Jr. is back as quarterback for Indiana. He was fantastic before the ACL injury. He's back. I don't know. Their wide receiver went to the NFL. That kid was really fucking good. He torched Ohio State. He was really fucking good. Iowa, though, look, everybody's talking about Iowa's returning all their starters and all this other shit. So this is a game you stay far, far away from. However, from a fan perspective, I enjoy it. I just don't put my American dollars on this. And the over-under is only 45 points, which that is very low for a college football game. You don't really see that much anymore. But me personally, I'm staying away from this. There's so many great games to bet on this weekend. Why put money on this? Just enjoy it as a fan. Next up, we got Northern Iowa against Iowa State. Is no spread because, Northern Iowa is an FBS school. So, sorry. And again, all of these bets are on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles your deposits. Next up, Louisiana against Texas. This is Lafayette. I will actually be at this game.
Raging Cajuns.
Wait, what was that dude's name that was the Cajun chef or whatever the fuck? Remember that asshole?
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Flay?
No, motherfucker. Isn't he
It's
from
still
goddamn
Flay
Boston?
Day.
He's a ginger from Boston. No, this was a Creole dude or some shit.
Yeah, the Creole, he got canceled.
Did he?
Yeah.
For what? He's probably saying
The fat guy with the, the
Emerald?
opposite.
No, not Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald Lagasse.
No. It's there's this dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know what his name was.
I know exactly what you're
But
talking
in the
about.
'90s, he was on television all the time.
And he had a red ponytail. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, I don't know about that. Hold on, Cajun chef. I bet there's Justin Wilson. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he dressed like
Pull up a picture of Justin Wilson.
Yeah, Justin
I
Wilson,
see who
chef.
this is.
He dressed like Colonel Sanders. Also died on September 5th, 2001, so we know he wasn't involved in 9/11.
R.I.P.
Which is nice.
Well,
Good plan.
Or did they
not in
fake
the-
his death
not
to
in the
do
execution.
9/11?
Yeah, he's a Democrat, so who knows?
Was he really?
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders?
No, this guy, Justin Wilson.
Oh,
Remember
shit.
that guy?
Oh, yeah, I remember this guy.
He used
that
to
was
say,
not the guy I was thinking of.
He used to say onion weird.
Onion.
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 He said it, I believe.
Onion.
People that are fucking like in their late 30s and early 40s should know exactly what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
If you don't, you can go fuck yourselves, all of you. I don't care. I told Anthony Scaramucci to go fuck himself. You don't think I'll tell you?
Yeah, he'll tell me. This
So
game
that wasn't a question then that I'll tell.
No.
All right.
No question at all. No question at all.
I didn't mean to blow up.
Not at all. The spread is fucking swung on this one. Sorry, I have already bet $1,000 on this game. There was Chris Phelan, who is a Drinkin' Bro listener, is one of those Texas fans like Sean who believes in like the Cowboys super weird, and you're just like, hey dude, it's Texas, they're not back. And I was like, dude, so when I bet this a week and a half ago, it was at 9.5. It is down to -8. This is at Texas, 3:30 game here. I will be there with my children at this game, and Laszlo Lopez will be at this game as well. We're going to try to get a picture of my kid on his lap.
Oh, I didn't know he was allowed around children.
Did not either. He says he is. We'll find out what's going to happen there. But get tickets on drinkinbrostickets.com. Join us, and if you find him in the stadium, he'll be in the last row. He will buy you a free beer that is real. He'll buy you beer, but you got to drink it with him. This is down to -8. I got this at 9.5. I actually took Louisiana with the points.
I'm taking Louisiana at 8 with the points. I'm taking the money line for Louisiana as well.
Yep.
I think they're winning this game.
What's the money line on this, dude?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Ooh, you might have talked me into the money
It's
line.
plus 260.
Shit. That means if you bet $100, you get 260 back.
Yeah.
That's better than 2.5 to 1, hombre. I'm in on this, man. I'm taking Lafayette. Texas just picked a starting quarterback 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
And Louisiana's returned Levi Lewis,
Yes.
who is going to just run all over Texas.
I agree. And therefore, I've got this. This is going to be a disappointing game for them. Tickets are as low as $9 for this. Texas, what the fuck, man, Longhorns fans? That's crazy. Texas is not back. Texas, you can lump them after this game in the Nebraska category, where they're going to lose the first game and people stop giving a shit, and then they'll be covered in the not top 25.
Yeah, at least they didn't start them at like fucking 13 again this year or whatever the fuck, or 8 or whatever it was last year. At least they're being reasonable now with the rankings.
Yeah.
Because now it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't take 2 losses for them to go away, just 1. You know what I mean?
Yes.
After that
Yeah.
first loss, they're out of the top 25, and it's like, all right, cool, we can move on with our lives without hearing any more of this bullshit. Otherwise, you got to wait until like week 6, usually when they play their second biggest game and lose it.
Yep.
Like the Cowboys, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, Cowboys are going to lose opening game. So this is Longhorns in Dallas. This is going to be Sean's worst nightmare, dude. I don't even know if you'll be alive in 2 weeks.
I don't think he's a Longhorns fan.
Hightower Sean, you love all these Texas teams.
All right.
Oh, you did? Okay, you picked Louisiana to cover, but you still think Texas is going to win? I don't know. All along the Hightower, looking him up there, dude, just waiting to kill us. Yep. So we're going Louisiana with the points on this one. Sorry, Longhorns fans. Look, I don't know how your quarterback is, and Steve Sarkisian sucks.
I'm not being it to be doing this to be a
Me
dick
neither.
to Texas fans, boy.
I'm not either.
Like I feel like this is it seems like a wilted salad and they just put more dressing on it.
Yeah.
Like, no, this still sucks.
This still sucks. Look, this money's money, dude. I used to beat people for $80, so I don't give a shit. Money's
Louisiana's
money.
good.
Louisiana. Yeah, they're good. They are.
They brought back everyone.
100%. This is a good football team. It's a good football team. So, again, I'll be there with my kids, and Laszlo Lopez will be there. Find him, have a beer with him. Next up, we got San Jose State, who is already 1-0. Shout out to them. And they're playing USC. This is at 5 o'clock. and in the old Coliseum in Los Angeles.
Well, it's going to be 2 p.m. there.
Yeah,
So
it'll
it's gonna
be
hot
about
as fuck.
4 people there. 82 degrees is their kickoff. That's not bad.
There's no way it's going to be 82 degrees at
That's
2
not bad.
p.m.
It's L.A.
I guess it's Compton, right?
Tickets are $30 in Compton. DrinkinBrosTickets.com.
I wonder.
USC minus 14.
Yeah, that seems kind of low.
It does.
Like my understanding is that USC is pretty big on the comeback right now.
That's what that's the rumor here.
Maybe Vegas doesn't believe in their system or something, or they think they're a year away. It's hard
Maybe
to say.
Vegas doesn't believe in the Pac-12.
Maybe they think San Jose State is better than they are, or better than we think they are.
They won the Mountain West last year.
Yeah.
For sure, right. But I mean, if USC was playing like fucking Central Florida, for example, do you think it would be minus 14 still?
No, it'd be probably closer to 10.
Like 7, 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting to see. I like seeing these games now that there's actually good teams in the non-Power 5 conferences and seeing them match up with teams that I think are good.
Same. Look, this is a dangerous one. I stay away from this one, man, at 14. Because I don't know. Everybody says USC is back, but, are they?
Well,
San
we'll
Jose
see.
State also has the advantage of playing a game already. So
Yeah.
all those, first week issues that a team typically has are worked out, and they've had time to prepare for USC. So I don't touch this one actually. I will leave it as it is. The next game. I've gone so hard on this that it's pains my soul. Pains my soul. Georgia, Clemson. Not only the game of the day, but maybe the game of the year. This is number 5 Georgia against number 3 Clemson. This is Clemson minus 3. When this spread started, it was at 4. It is down to 3 here, and the over/under is very, very small here, 51. We didn't have the over/under a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
so I didn't bet it. But I've already put an Ariana Grande on Georgia on this one, so everybody knows where I'm at. Are you still riding with Clemson on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia. What the fuck are we talking about? Georgia is Texas, just better. They're an SEC version of Texas. They're a team that is absolutely loaded with talent every single year and cannot fucking even get into the top 10 half the time, or finish rather in the top 10.
Yeah.
I do not in any way believe in this team, and I do think that quarterback for Clemson is going to light it the fuck up.
I think he's going to be great. I just wonder who his running back is and all that other shit. Speaking of which, I saw that ATN is out for the year. Fucking A, dude. Liz Frank. At least it wasn't Anne Frank.
Yeah.
Who do you got in this one, Delco?
Georgia.
Yeah,
He's got Georgia to win the
Oh, you got
goddamn
Georgia to win the
me and
championship.
Bob are on Georgia hard.
But here's the thing. Georgia can lose this
Yep.
game and still make the playoffs if
Right.
they beat Bama. So
But I think they win this game. They have a little. They have that in their back pocket for further down the line
When they
it
lose.
comes.
Yeah.
For their resume.
for the resume.
To get in the playoff.
Yeah, I tend to agree on this. So either way, I'm all in on Georgia. I have been for weeks, and it is our Fight Club game of the week. We already announced it a while ago, so we'll see. Eric Tanzi and Tailgate Legends will be at this game. Last Row Lopez got them tickets, so not sure where those seats will be.
Yeah, it's hard to say with him.
He got them tickets, so you're probably in the top part of the stadium, Eric Tanzi and Boston Joe. But enjoy it. It's the game of. It might be the game of the year. Certainly is the game of this weekend. So they will be there, and they'll be doing a show from a tailgate outside of that stadium in Charlotte. Remember, this game is in Charlotte, so this is not a home game for either team. Next up, we got Florida Atlantic against Florida. Florida's coming in at 13. This is minus 23.5 here. Surprised there's a FAU's actually they're a normal school. They're not FBS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got.
No, they are FBS. They're not FCS.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't like betting on Florida.
I don't either.
They haven't had a consistent quarterback there in like 75 years.
Well,
Since
Trask was good last year. He just didn't have any help. But
Emory
he's gone.
Jones is kind of.
Yeah, I know. This is a rough one. I'm staying away from this game. Actually.
I just don't want to have to force myself to watch any.
Me
of this
neither.
shit.
I'm not betting this game. Sorry. If anything, I would take a 6-point teaser, jack up this spread to 29.5, and take FAU. But we'll see where my parlays lie.
I think that's even risky though, because Florida blows up all the time. They just don't do it consistently.
I know. But go to Drinkin' Bros Sports on Facebook. Subscribe. It's a private group. All of my betting slips are in there, so you can see them before the games start. So check back on this one. I might jack this up to 29.5 in some kind of weird like fucking 8-game parlay, 6-point teaser type deal. But as for now, I'm gonna stay away from this because I don't know.
Are you familiar with who the coach is of FAU now?
Who is it?
It's Willie Taggart.
Is it really?
Yeah,
God, he's awful.
He stinks.
It's
like a career 500 coach.
No, this is a stinky game. This stinks. Ooh. Sorry, Gator fans out there.
This game in College Station is going to be fucking brutal. Not because of the teams, because it's going to be 96 fucking degrees at kickoff. Jesus.
Bro, I'm going to that fucking Longhorns game. It's going to be 97 at kickoff there.
It's Austin though.
Yeah,
you expect
still
that.
hot.
Well, I guess
I'm going to get tickets underneath the fucking underhang. I can tell you that.
This is College Station.
I get my kids.
Kent State at Texas A&M. It's minus 28.5. Texas A&M. They'll probably do it. Kent State fucking sucks.
Kent State is terrible, I hate taking spreads at 28.5. I hate it. However, I believe in Texas A&M this year. I really do.
Kent State's got a quarterback.
Who cares?
I'm just saying.
Nothing
Crum
else.
can sling it.
They got nothing else there. So look, I'm going to take Texas A&M, and I think I'm going to take that over. I might nuke this down 1 point to maybe a half point to 28. But I expect Texas A&M to fucking house them.
Yeah, me too.
And I believe in Texas A&M this year. I do. Why can't you be a fan of them, Sean? Shit. Yeah, that's a fucking winning program this year.
You don't want to be an A&M fan.
An Aggies fan?
No.
How is it? How is College Station? Everybody says it's a blast to party.
It's a weird cult. They all wear their fucking graduation rings and they start singing songs.
Great. I love all of that.
No, that's not good.
It's not good.
That makes you feel like they're going to drag out the fucking Wicker Man and burn you in it or something.
Well, especially at A&M with that bonfire, you know?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
And it's Wicca, by the way. We're not using hard ERs anymore on the show.
Well, you got to tell Nick Cage about that.
Oh, well.
Because he made the movie.
Yeah, Wicca Man. Yeah, I'll tell him.
That's a whole different movie.
Next up, we got Montana against Washington. No spread on this. Maybe because of Yellowstone. I'm not
I might
sure.
take the Montana money line. What is it? Let's see. How funny would that be if these assholes lost to Montana?
The Montana money line.
Do people even live there?
Yeah.
What I mean by people, I mean like, do folks raise their kids?
Yeah.
In cities in Montana?
It's become like super rich, and like the people from California and shit. Everybody's watching Yellowstone.
People that grow up rich don't typically grow up to be football players, though.
No,
right?
No,
because they're spoiled, pampered assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a Montana money line. I don't have a spread on this. Is there a money line on a game like this?
No.
It'd be funny.
I mean,
you can
if you look hard enough, you can find somewhere to bet on anything.
True.
Right?
True.
So, I don't know. This next game is really interesting, too.
Yeah. This is a great game, actually.
LSU at UCLA.
Out UCLA, and the spread is 3. Now, I watched this UCLA game because I had money on it. If you listen to last week's show, took UCLA, and we rocked. I got a bunch of congratulations on Twitter and all that other shit. They looked pretty fucking good. They didn't try in the second half at all, so it's tough. I don't believe in LSU. Why is LSU ranked 16? Am I missing something?
Name recognition, brand.
Who's their quarterback this year? Miles Brennan's out. He's not. Yeah. Occasions.
Am I crazy to think Orgeron might be out after this year?
No. He'll have had a 5-year stretch there, and the only time he had any success outside of marginal success was because of Joe Burrow.
And their offensive and defensive coordinators who were both gone.
And there's like some weird sexual assault allegations running around there. So I feel like they have at least cause.
Yeah. Look, man, it's probably going to come back to bite me.
I would say
it's going to come back to bite me because I never bet on Pac-12 teams.
Yeah.
I am in this one, and I'm going to take UCLA. Oh, is that bad?
No.
Shit. This is at the Rose Bowl, too. What a fucking
Are
man.
you taking the UCLA money line, or taking
No.
3 points?
They're getting 3. So, look, Yeah, I'll take the 3, just to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna do that.
How much is you?
Rose Bowl Saturday night, 87 degrees. It's a beautiful place to see a game. If you have not seen one there, it's amazing. And then the over/under is 65.5.
I wonder if LSU's week has been disrupted by all this horse shit. Or are they already in LA?
When was it? What, Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. They typically wouldn't fly out till probably Thursday night. So
they lost.
Yes.
They basically lost their last week of training camp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But I guess, UCLA played a game too. That definitely gives them an advantage. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take UCLA. It's a good game.
It's a good game, and I'm going to watch it. And then to follow up on that hurricane thing, so LSU football, as of 3 days ago, had to relocate to Houston. So they were in Houston there for a while, and that's where they had to practice for the season opener against UCLA. So that's trouble, man. Who's their quarterback now that Miles Brennan's out?
I'm looking at it right now. Everything's
something Johnson, I think.
Everything I'm seeing is like
Max
August
Johnson,
3rd.
Tavion Falk is there. Max Johnson.
Yeah, Max Johnson or
Garrett Nussmeier.
true freshman.
Yeah. Matt O'Dowd, another freshman. I get 3 out of your 5 quarterbacks are freshmen here. I don't know who's going to start for them. Because this Miles Brennan injury was late.
Broken arm.
Yeah.
You're not recovering
No.
in a
You're
month.
not coming back. So he's done for the season. But who is taking over? God, you get 3 freshmen and a sophomore. The oldest one is Max Johnson, but I don't know.
Isn't the expectation that LSU is going to have a pretty good defense? And if that's the case, why is it 65.5 over?
Because I don't think they're going to have a
UCLA.
well, they got Stingley. Stingley is one of the most exciting college players there is. He'll be, a top 10 draft pick, but
That doesn't necessarily mean the whole team's good.
no. So you stay away from him and you throw at everybody else. He'll probably lock down whoever that is, but that's it. I got UCLA in this one. I don't know who their fucking quarterback is. Did they announce it?
I don't think so yet.
Strange.
Looking like Johnson.
I mean,
Max Johnson.
he's the guy
Right.
that started when Homeboy got hurt last year. So
Is he really?
Yeah.
All right. So
but that doesn't necessarily mean anything either.
No, because they were shit last year too. It was a 500 football team. LSU, man, this is going to be a rough season for these guys.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun. UCLA, I think this is the first time in the history of our show that I will bet on UCLA.
Probably, yeah. Probably the last too, but we'll see.
We'll see. No, shit, I bet on last week.
Yeah, but that's week
Hawaii.
0. That doesn't count.
Hawaii. I also wanted a little fucking scratch on that. So yeah, shit, man. I'm sorry, LSU fans. This could be a very long year for you guys. Things are not looking good. And if I'm an LSU fan, you probably want Coach O out of there. I don't think he's ever been great. I just think it was the circumstances of this magical year that they had, and then they got together and won it. I don't think he's a good coach, though. Do you?
Where's the evidence for that?
Yeah.
I mean, in the absence of Joe Burrow, he's not been great. That's only been 1 year, but the year before that with Joe Burrow, they weren't great either.
No, I think we're 8-4.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ever since Joe Brady left too. OC.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, dude, was it Brady? Next up here, we got, oh, boy.
I don't know about this one either.
Oh, boy, Notre Dame.
Like, I don't know. Tell me about Florida State.
Mackenzie Milton's their starting quarterback, I believe. Former UCF.
Yeah.
It's a
he's
feel-good story.
Didn't he break his arm or some shit? Too?
No. His knee dislocated, and he almost had to get his leg amputated.
Yep.
They barely
Alex Smith
saved it.
injury.
Yeah, and it was right before the playoffs too, right?
Yeah.
We were undefeated.
Yeah.
It was right before. It was the Thanksgiving Day game against USF. He missed the game against LSU. We lost to LSU.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to lose that game anyways, probably.
No, we put up points with our backup quarterback. So
Wait,
What was the final?
we lost by 8 with a backup quarterback.
Good for you guys and all that shit, but you lost.
Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame is bullshit every single year. The only reason they're in the rankings most years, well, that's not true. The only reason they're as high in the rankings that they are in most years is because of their TV contract, right? That's it. It's just like LSU and their fucking contract. You have to put those teams on TV.
And this is strange because it's a Sunday night game. So, look, I'm amped so there's football on a Sunday night, especially the week before the NFL starts. So great. I'm in for this, and I'll definitely be watching the game. So this is Notre Dame -7.5. Now, at Florida State, their coach is gone, right?
It's Norvell from Memphis,
Gosh.
second year.
Yeah. Boy, Notre Dame, and they got that Cone kid at quarterback. Man, I will bet on this because this is going to be some junky ass shit for me on Sunday night, and just out of boredom. So I might as well make the pick now. I like the Cone kid. That's the only reason to sway me in this for Notre Dame. But I wouldn't be surprised if Florida State puts up a fight. That Memphis coach is scrappy. So we'll see, but he hasn't been able to get any of his players in here. I'm still going to go with Notre Dame on this one. And I'll bet it. I'm not happy about it.
I'm not betting on this.
Who we kidding here? This is Sunday game. This is disgusting.
Yeah, but does anybody actually know what McKenzie is at this point?
No.
He hasn't played in years.
No.
Yeah.
No. So I get, for that reason, I'm going to go with Notre Dame. In my heart, though, I'd love to see that kid come back from all that shit because that was awful, dude. It'd be a great feel-good story if he was good. That coach from Memphis is pretty fucking good. We'll see what happens down there. Not a lot of faith in Florida State. And then Notre Dame, I like that kid for Wisconsin. He torched it and then got hurt, I believe, and then lost his job and then just never got it back. So they were like, fuck you. And he was like, nah, fuck you, dude. Pulled out his ding-dong and went to another school. Now, looking at this for the weekend here, because we always do our lock of the week here on the show. We'll start with you, Delco Dan. Who is your fucking lock of the week this weekend?
I want to tease Alabama with Ohio State.
Okay.
6-point teaser, so just combine that. That's the lock.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm going to put both of those in a teaser. My lock of the weekend is Georgia. It is. That's where I get a ton of money on there. I already bet Ohio State at -13.5. That's the Thursday game. The Thursday game is Ohio State. I get a fuck ton of money on that. And then my lock, that Georgia game, I've been sitting on that for a month. And I've been saying that for a month. I'm going to stick with that. That is my lock. What about you, D'Anthony?
My lock is North Carolina -5.5.
Ooh, I like that too, man.
Fuck Virginia Tech, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like I'm not sucking Mac Brown's dick like everybody else has the last 2 years, but now they've actually got the human capital to do that. That's why I was talking to my fucking barber about it this morning. He's like, it seems like there's a lot of good college football players, but there's only like 3 or 4 good coaches, and if you don't have one, you have no shot at winning the title. I'm like, that is exactly correct. 100%. If you don't have one of those guys, I think Orgeron got lucky, and that'll be a blip on the radar for him. But these other dudes, that you think about when you think about great coaches, if you don't have one of those guys, no fucking way.
I
Mac
agree.
Brown, I think it might be. I don't know. He's not like fucking Saban. Let's be real. He's not even like Dabo, but he's a legit coach, and he's certainly turned that program around now.
And they're fun, man. That Howell kid is really fucking fun to watch. And I think he's going to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns in that game. Tailor-made Jedi here. You can always tell the Notre Dame fans. Notre Dame's line is going to be a monster. Cone will have all day to throw. Cone could legit beat Brady Quinn's single-season TD record. That's a big statement, my man.
I don't even know who Brady Quinn is.
He's on Fox Saturday morning with our good friend Matt Leinart.
Yeah.
I would say
it's Leinart.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, whatever. I'm awesome at names.
No, you're the worst.
No, the best.
Of all time.
But Brady Quinn, here's what I'll give Brady Quinn. Is there a better looking player in college football history, a better looking quarterback? Probably not.
He is. I do believe
Handsome man.
He repped 225 at the combine like 40 times as well.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He
had something stupid like that.
He doesn't look like a good looking man to me.
No.
He looks like a fucking mongoloid or some shit.
Yeah.
He's got a weird shaped head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, good luck on Fox, I guess. I mean, it seems to be working out for him.
AJ Hawk, I think, married his sister.
He did.
Yeah.
So AJ Hawk is married to his sister.
I'm sure his sister's probably hot then.
She is hot.
Because they played each other in a bowl game, I believe,
Yeah.
and she wore half
She
Notre
did.
Dame, half Ohio State jersey.
Yeah, she's hot. She's definitely hot.
Wow.
Married to AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk's over on McAfee. McAfee went down with COVID, by the way.
Oh, it's too bad.
It is. Wishing him a speedy recovery. I like McAfee.
Yeah. There's also a game Monday. You're not going to cover it because it's not top 25, but it's
I'm
Ole
not.
Miss. It's Lane.
Is it really?
Yeah, so they play Louisville on Monday night. So we have Monday Night Football this week.
Oh, shit. All right. What's the spread on that?
10.
10 for who?
Ole Miss minus 10, yeah.
You
don't have to make the pick.
Is it at Ole Miss?
We covered it, yeah. It's in Oxford.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's going to be a fun little weekend.
It is. Lane Kiffin, man, they fucking chucked the ball. Is that quarterback back for Ole Miss?
Corral, yeah.
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 All right. I'll bet that. Monday night, it's the only other thing to do. I'll bet that fucking game. I'll take Ole Miss on that one, and I will buy a half a point. I'll take that down to 9.5, just in case. That's probably a 10-point game, and that's a fun
Throw in
game.
your teaser.
Yeah, that's a fun game. That's a fun game for sure. I'll do that. Look, kids, we'll be with you here for all the top 25, and then you guys will be doing not top 25 all year.
Yep.
All the picks, as soon as they are made, will be you'll be able to see the betting slips. Just go to the Drinkin' Bros Sports Facebook app. It is private. Just answer 3 questions. Just don't be an asshole. There's a lot of them after like week 1 and 2. Especially wait for the Georgia fans to come out of the fucking closet.
I'm sorry. Bradley says it's in Atlanta. It's the Chick-fil-A kickoff game.
Which one?
Ole Miss.
There's 2 Chick-fil-A kickoff
either way.
games. Okay?
Either way.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is going to blow them out.
By the way, if you're in Atlanta, there is a Chick-fil-A in the stadium, and they're open because it's on Saturday. The game's on Saturday and on Monday. I don't know if they did that on purpose.
But most games there for football are the Chick-fil-A.
It's close. Open. So when I took my parents to the Falcons game, my mom was like, I'm just going to get some Chick-fil-A. I go, no, you're not. It's Sunday, Mom, so you're not going to get it. And they didn't even open up that motherfucker inside the stadium on Sunday, even though it's their goddamn stadium. Crazy. We appreciate you joining us. Fun one, man. I can't wait. College football is back live. Tomorrow is the all-day fantasy football draft special, and then Thursday night is the live watch-along for Ohio State and Minnesota, and then the other TV will be Delco Dan.
I want to see. We need to get Craig T. Nelson on this fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
And get him to, you think Minnesota's going to fucking be within 14 points in this game? Get the fuck out of here, man. I'll scary moochie your ass.
You know who went to Minnesota was Sorbo.
Oh, yeah. He is a Minnesotan.
I think he played basketball for them.
I think he played Thunderball for them.
Yeah,
you know what Thunderball is?
Yeah.
It's that one where it's a giant, or it's like a rugby kind of situation, but you've also got a taser. Or not a taser, but a stun gun.
Sure.
It's fucking awesome.
Sure.
It's been outlawed, obviously, because it's stupid.
Because of reasons, but...
those are pretty good reasons.
I'd like to see Sorbo and Murder Ball, too.
Oh, yeah.
Non-handicapped playing. So we'll be here with you all day long. Everybody will be zooming in for their picks in the draft and all that other shit. But there's a lot of great games to bet on this weekend. Again, go to mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles your deposits. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the College Football Show. We're back, baby. We're back. See you later.